before them worthily. But I know and confess that I am unable to praise and thank you adequately, not even for your least gift, for indeed I am less than all the blessings you have given me. When I consider your infinite nobility and worthiness, I can't say it, my spirit trembles before their greatness. Lord, all that we have, both in soul and body, whatever we possess within or without, naturally or supernaturally, comes from you and shows forth your bountiful goodness, from whom we have received everything that is good. Although one has received more and another less, yet all comes from you, and without you, not even the least can be had. Persons who have received more cannot boast as though they had gained it by their own merit, nor consider themselves above others, nor look down on those who have received less. For those are greater and more acceptable to you who attribute less to themselves, returning humble and devout thanks to you. Those who, through humility, consider themselves the least and most unworthy of all, are fit to receive still greater blessings. But persons who have received fewer gifts should not be sad nor envious of those who have been enriched. Instead, they should look up to you and highly praise your goodness, because you bestow your gifts generously, freely and willingly, without respect of persons. All things come from you, and therefore in all things you should be praised. You know what is best suited to each person, and why one has less and another more, and it is not our place to judge, but for you alone, by whom the merits of each person are determined. Lord, I count it as a benefit not to have those gifts which others can see, and for which I might be complimented and praised. Furthermore, although persons should consider their own poverty and worthlessness, they should not be grieved or depressed, but rather they should feel happy and consoled. For you daily choose the humble and those who are despised by the world to be your special friends and servants. We have only to think of your apostles, whom you made princes of the whole world. Yet they lived in this world without complaining, simple and unassuming, without malice or deceit, and were glad to suffer reproaches for your name, so that what the world hated and rejected, they ardently embraced. Nothing, therefore, should give greater joy to those who love you and have received your gifts than the accomplishment of your will in them, according to your eternal praise. On this account, they ought to be so contented and comforted that they would as soon be the least as others would desire to be the greatest. They should enjoy as much peace in the lowest place as in the highest, be as glad to be despised and of no name or reputation as to be preferred and greatly respected above others. Your will, Lord, and the honor of your name should come before all else, and comfort and please them more than all the benefits that could be given them.
That's kind of a difficult, whatever God, wherever we're at, we need to be giving praise to God, whether we're in the highest or lowest place. That doesn't matter. It's because God's the one who knows. He's infinite, and he knows what we can handle and what we can't. And so I think there's this surrender. It's like you mentioned earlier, Charlie, the surrender novena. We need to surrender to God and allow his will to be done, and let thy will be done. And I think that's a good point, because if you know, we can't look around and say, oh, I wish I had that, or I wish I had that. We should be thankful because God gave us the cross that we exactly could carry. Right? There was one cross that we can carry, and that's the cross that he gave us. So, but let's go on. We're going to go through 3.
Chapter 23, on 4 things which bring great peace. Christ, my child, now I shall teach you the way of true peace and perfect liberty. 2, disciple, dear Lord, do as you say, for it will be a joy for me to hear this. Christ, try, my child, to do the will of another rather than your own. Always choose to have fewer riches rather than more.
Okay, that's kind of one of the points. Think about it. Choose to have fewer riches rather than more. Isn't that exactly what went through with all the readings in the Psalm? In a lot of ways, I mean, you can go and let's get the rest of those.
Always seek the lowest place and desire to be subject to all. Always wish for and pray that the will of God be accomplished in you. Such a person enters into the abode of true peace and inward rest.
So, yeah, isn't that, what's that?
No, I was going to.
Yeah, we're going to stop there. Kind of reflect upon those 4 things, which always choose to have fewer riches rather than more. Always seek the lowest place and desire to be subject to all. Always wish for and pray that the will of God be accomplished in you. Try to do the will of another rather than your own. These are not typically what people would say, the 4 things, but that bring peace.
I find that true in my life, that if I focus only on me and what I want, I can throw the biggest pity party in the world. But if I focus on helping others, or, seeing that what I'm doing benefits them, even though it kind of hurts me, I am so happy then, so you just gotta.
I think the point too is that people that donate their time at like soup kitchens and stuff have the highest happiness rate. I mean, this is in the secular world. People that donate their time and help others, they are the happiest people. And this is not from like a Christian survey. This is just worldly surveys, people looking, psychologists looking at happiness that people have.